Hi friends, Mr. Stevens here. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm excited. We're gonna get going with some more soccer skills. We've been working on our trap, our dribble, and our toe tap. Well, we're gonna do some more toe taps today, but we're gonna work on our passing and maybe even a little bit of kicking. So I'm excited. Let's get going. But before we get going, I'm gonna let you know what equipment you're going to need. You're going to need some type of object that you can use as a soccer ball. It could be an actual soccer ball. If you tuned in on our 2 to 4 times, I used a volleyball. That works too. So you could use a soccer ball. You could use a smaller squishy ball like this. You can always use a sock ball. And if you haven't yet, check out Mr. Callie's YouTube channel where you will be able to make your own mini soccer ball. So you can even use this for our activity too. And then you'll need some type of object as a target. So you could use a shoe, you could use a bucket, a box, a laundry basket, anything like that will work. And that's the equipment you're going to need for this lesson today. So let's get started.
You'll need one object that will roll, like a soccer ball or a sock ball, and one object as a target, for example, a shoe, box, or basket.
Pause your video now to get your equipment. Our first activity is going to be the toe tap. We worked on regular toe taps from behind the ball. We worked on circle toe tap. And today we are going to work on a lateral toe tap. So you're going to start on the side of the ball. You're going to tap it, jump to the other side, tap it, just like that. Going. And you will have 60 seconds to see how many toe taps you can get. Now, I want you to set a goal for yourself right now. Imagine how many toe taps you can get in that 60 seconds. So, and realistic would be probably like 50. That's what I would probably set for myself. I would try and get 50. If you're more advanced and you practice toe taps and you're really good at soccer, maybe you can shoot for over 60. So, set a goal for yourself right now. Do it right now. And then you're going to have 60 seconds to see how many toe taps you can get.
Make your goal, get ready, set, go!
2, 1.
I don't know about you, but that for sure got my heart rate up, and that was challenging. So I hope you made your goal. If you didn't, that's okay. I was able to get 5 more than mine. Our next activity, we are going to practice our passing skills against an object. So we can use a wall, a couch, a door. If you're using a softball, or even if you're using something a little bit harder than this, make sure you ask whoever's in charge at home before you go ahead and start passing against the wall or a door. So, but before we get going into that activity, we need to make sure we know exactly how to pass a soccer ball. Now, it's going to be very important that you know your opposite foot. So I'm right-handed, which means I also kick with my right leg. So when I go to kick, I'm going to step and plant my opposite foot next to the ball, and then I'm going to use the inside of my foot, my right foot, to pass the ball to my target. So my target is just going to be the wall, because this first part, we're just going to practice the correct form. So I'm going to step with my opposite foot, plant it next to the ball, bring my other leg, swing it, use the inside of my foot, and kick it towards my target. Now, your ball isn't always going to come back to you, and that's okay. Or if you're using a sock ball or something like that, you might have to practice some dribbling. So if you kicked it, and it came back, trap it, you can keep going again. Trap it, plant that foot, inside of your foot, kick it, trap. Remember, opposite foot plant, kick, trap it when it comes back. If you're using an object, like a softball, you can do the same thing. And notice, I'm not kicking it hard. I'm passing it. I want to kind of pick out an area that I'm going to try and kick it to. I'm going to step with my opposite foot, kick with my right, use the inside of my foot, and hit the wall. And then I can practice the skill of dribbling back to my starting area. Trap it, make sure it's there. Step, plant my foot next to my object that I'm kicking. Use the inside of my foot, kick and follow through, and then I can keep dribbling back. You're going to have about 60 seconds to practice your passing. Now this is a new skill, so make sure you think about planting your foot next to your object and using the inside of your foot to pass it to your target. Awesome, let's get moving.
3, 2, 1.
All right, friends, our next activity, we are going to use the skill we just practiced with the last activity, but we're going to work on our accuracy. And when I say accuracy, we're going to try and pass it to a specific target. So if we were in a soccer game, we would be passing it to a specific teammate. But here, we're going to pick out a target. I'm going to start with my bucket. Now, the bigger the object is, the easier it is going to be able to hit. So the more experienced players, maybe you want to try and get a smaller object, and I'll show you in a second. So first, I'm about 5 feet away from my object, not kicking it hard, I'm passing it. Make sure you use your correct form. You will have 60 seconds to see how many times you can hit your target. So I'm going to step with my opposite foot, because I'm right. I'm going to use the inside of my foot, pass it, oh shucks. That's okay. Grab it, dribble back, and it's not a rush, we're working on our form. I hit it, nice job, okay. Now, if you want to try even more challenging, if you think that you're getting good at hitting this target, you can use something like a shoe. Can you try it? Now, you can use any object, you don't have to use a softball. I'm using a softball just to show you. So I'm going to step, use the inside of my foot, plant, and hit it just like that. So you will have 60 seconds to practice your accurate pass. Imagine you're passing it to a teammate. You can use a bigger object for your target or a smaller object. So you decide. Let's go.
2, 1.
that was an amazing job practicing our toe taps and working on our new skill of passing. Fantastic, boys and girls. I am impressed. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you keep practicing these skills throughout the week because we're going to be using them for our Friday challenge. And I want you to be prepared for our Friday challenge so you can have the opportunity to beat me. So, awesome job, boys and girls. We'll see you next time. Stay active.